Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, on to the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail! Hail! It seems like the footballing world is buzzing with whispers that have left fans absolutely on tenterhooks, as one of the most talked about transfers in recent times appears to be unfolding right before our very eyes. The speculation centers around PABLO FORNALS, whose time at Real Betis has apparently reached its twilight, and now, murmurs suggest, he is poised to make a sensational move to Celtic. The whispers have gained momentum across social media, forums, and even casual conversations among fans who are desperate to know whether this shift is mere conjecture or a prelude to something monumental. Imagining Fornals donning the green and white hoops of Celtic has ignited a flurry of discussions, from tactical analyses to debates about how his style might integrate with the Scottish Premiership's rhythm and pace. Those who follow Fornals' career closely cannot ignore his tendency to influence the midfield with subtle brilliance, and if the transfer does materialize, it could signify not only a personal milestone for the Spanish playmaker, but also a bold strategic move by Celtic to assert themselves as serious contenders in both domestic and European competitions. Rumors hint at meetings behind closed doors with representatives from both clubs and the players' management engaging in discussions that might not yet be visible to the public eye, but which could very well shape the trajectory of this transfer saga. Fans of Real Betis are reportedly in a state of quiet shock as news circulates about the potential departure of PABLO FORNALS, whose contributions over the past seasons have been significant in stabilizing the team's midfield dynamics. Fornals has been celebrated for his vision, ability to read the game, and knack for turning seemingly innocuous plays into game-changing opportunities, which makes the speculation surrounding his exit all the more compelling. Discussions online speculate on the reasons for his departure, with some suggesting that Fornals might be seeking fresh challenges, an environment where his creative flair can be more prominently displayed, or perhaps a league that demands a different kind of tactical awareness, such as the physically intense and strategically demanding Scottish Premiership. Analysts and enthusiasts have been poring over past match performances, trying to assess how Fornals' transition could unfold, debating whether his style, honed in La Liga, will adapt smoothly to Celtic's existing setup. Questions linger about how the club's management perceives this move, whether it is seen as a coup, a gamble, or a necessary step in their ongoing quest to dominate domestically and make their presence felt on the European stage. All the while, the chatter intensifies about the potential financial intricacies, contract terms, and clauses that may underpin such a transfer, leaving fans speculating on both the strategic and economic dimensions of the move. The Celtic fan base, on the other hand, appears to be in a state of cautious euphoria as the possibility of securing PABLO FORNALS becomes increasingly tangible. Conversations across fan forums, podcasts, and social media threads are buzzing with analyses about how Fornals might slot into Celtic's tactical formation, whether as an attacking midfielder, a central orchestrator, or even in a more fluid role that allows him to drift across the pitch. Speculative discussions suggest that his arrival could rejuvenate a midfield that has occasionally lacked creativity, offering glimpses of brilliance that can destabilize opponents and alter the momentum of matches. Supporters imagine the flair, precision, and composure that Fornals could bring to pivotal moments in the season, particularly during high-stakes fixtures, and whether his presence might tip the balance in favor of Celtic when it comes to challenging domestic rivals or making waves in European tournaments. There is also a broader conversation about identity and ambition, how bringing in a player of Fornals' caliber might signal a renewed commitment by the club to compete at a higher level, and how this move could resonate with both existing fans and potential new supporters. Rumors have suggested informal talks are ongoing, with Celtic reportedly eager to finalize terms swiftly before other clubs potentially enter the fray, hinting at a behind-the-scenes intensity that adds a layer of drama to the entire saga. Speculation also extends to the personal dimension of the transfer, as commentators and fans alike ponder how Pablo Fornals might view life in Glasgow compared to the familiar surroundings of Seville. The adjustment to a new league, weather, cultural environment, and team dynamics is a recurring theme in the discussion, with the narrative often exploring how Fornals' temperament, professionalism, and adaptability might determine the success of this potential move. The speculation paints a picture of a player who thrives on challenges, someone willing to embrace the unknown, and perhaps even seeking an opportunity to become a key figure in a new squad. Analysts are also considering how his teammates could respond, whether the synergy will emerge immediately or whether there will be a period of adaptation required to fully integrate his vision into Celtic's gameplay. Fans are dissecting past performances to forecast how Fornals might influence critical matches, imagining sequences where his passing range, off-the-ball movement, and tactical intelligence could open up defenses and create opportunities previously unattainable. The rumors have also sparked debates about managerial strategy, with suggestions that Celtic's coaching staff might have been quietly plotting this acquisition for months, analyzing data, scouting patterns, and envisioning how Fornals' skill set aligns with the club's long-term ambitions. In short, in Southampton, the speculation is as much about the potential impact on the pitch as it is about the broader narrative surrounding ambition, identity, and footballing legacy. Media outlets, both mainstream and niche, have begun to weigh in, cautiously reporting on the mounting rumors while deliberately avoiding confirmation, thus adding layers of intrigue to the speculation surrounding Pablo Fornals' potential move. Observers note that the timing of these reports, combined with the lack of official statements, creates a perfect storm for fan theories, online debates, and viral commentary. Pundits are dissecting past transfer windows, market behavior, and club priorities, attempting to read between the lines and uncover signals that might indicate whether this transfer is imminent or simply wishful thinking. Social media has exploded with speculative posts, memes, and polls asking fans to predict how Fornals will perform should he join Celtic, further amplifying the excitement and tension surrounding the story. Analysts have also delved into statistical comparisons, examining Fornals' key passes, assists, and creative contributions, juxtaposing these against Celtic's existing midfield output to assess potential uplift or gaps that might remain unaddressed. Behind this speculation lies a fascinating psychological component where fans project hopes, fears, and expectations onto both the player and the club, imagining scenarios ranging from immediate brilliance to gradual adaptation. The media's cautious approach, coupled with relentless fan curiosity, has ensured that the narrative is not just about a player changing clubs, but about a story in motion, a saga of speculation, ambition, and potential transformation. Finally, the rumor mill surrounding PABLO FORNALS' move to Celtic has sparked broader conversations about strategy, competitiveness, and ambition in football, igniting debates that transcend borders and leagues. Discussions focus on how such a transfer could influence the perception of the Scottish Premiership internationally, with suggestions that securing a player of Fornals' quality might enhance the league's reputation as a destination for talented players from top European competitions. Fans speculate about the cascading effects on Real Betis, wondering whether his departure could trigger tactical reshuffles, motivate other players to seek new challenges, or even influence managerial decisions. Similarly, the potential arrival of Fornals is seen as a statement by Celtic, a signal that the club is serious about investing in quality talent to compete at higher levels, and perhaps a move to attract further attention from European competitions. Analysts are dissecting every piece of available information, from reported discussions between agents to training insights, each detail feeding the speculative narrative. There is also a sense of anticipation about the timing, contract structure, and potential unveiling of the player in Celtic colours, creating a suspenseful backdrop to what could be a career-defining moment. The rumour, whether true or exaggerated, has undeniably captured imaginations, driving endless conversation, debate, and speculation among fans, pundits, and casual observers alike. As the whispers surrounding PABLO FORNALS' possible switch to Celtic continue to swirl, fans are increasingly indulging in imaginative scenarios about how his presence might reshape the dynamics of the squad. Conversations online often speculate about the chemistry he could develop with existing key players, pondering whether his ability to thread precise passes, exploit spaces, and orchestrate attacks could elevate the team's performance during high-pressure encounters. There is a sense that Fornals' arrival could inject a newfound energy into Celtic's tactical approach, offering the manager more flexibility and options in midfield, as well as a creative outlet capable of unsettling even the most disciplined defensive structures. Rumours hint at intense scouting and strategic planning behind the scenes, with suggestions that Celtic may have been monitoring Fornals' performances for months, carefully evaluating not only his statistical contributions, but also his adaptability, resilience, and potential leadership qualities. Fans imagine moments of brilliance in critical matches where his composure and vision might produce decisive plays, while also speculating on how he would handle the pressures of a new league, weather conditions, and fan expectations. The online discourse has become a mix of tactical analysis, emotional anticipation, and sheer speculation, blending statistical insight with imaginative storytelling as supporters debate whether Fornals' move could become one of the most talked about transfers of the season, or whether unforeseen complications might delay or even derail the process entirely. The financial and contractual elements of the rumored transfer are also fueling considerable discussion as analysts and fans try to piece together what a deal for PABLO FORNALS might entail. There are ongoing conjectures about the size of his potential contract, the length of the commitment, performance-related bonuses, and any clauses that might benefit either Celtic or Real Betis, which in turn drives speculation about the club's ambitions and a financial strategy. Some fans argue that investing in a player of Fornals' caliber would signal Celtic's intention to challenge at the highest level, while others warn that the club must balance ambition with prudence to avoid overextending financially. Rumors suggest that both clubs may be negotiating discreetly, exploring innovative ways to structure a deal that satisfies all parties, including player incentives, sell-on clauses, and potential future transfers. Observers are also speculating on the wider implications for the transfer market, such as how Fornals' move might influence other potential acquisitions or departures, creating a ripple effect that could reshape strategies across leagues. Discussions often pivot to comparisons with past high-profile transfers, analyzing lessons learned, potential pitfalls, and how Celtic might replicate success while avoiding the mistakes of others. The financial intrigue, coupled with the sporting implications, has created a narrative that captivates not only fans of the clubs directly involved, but also neutral observers eager to witness the unfolding drama. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Beyond tactical fit and financial considerations, speculation has intensified around how Pablo Fornals might adapt personally and culturally to life at Celtic. Fans and pundits alike are pondering the challenges of moving to Scotland, including adjustments to weather, language nuances, and the distinct footballing culture of the Premiership, which blends physicality with fast-paced, strategic play. Rumors suggest that Fornals' character, professionalism, and experience in European football could equip him well for this transition, while supporters debate whether his presence could inspire younger teammates and foster a more cohesive, ambitious squad environment. The narrative often touches on lifestyle changes, from day-to-day routines to integrating with fans, community engagement, and even the media spotlight that comes with playing for a club with a passionate vocal following. Online discussions frequently speculate on his potential interactions with star players, his role in mentoring emerging talent, and the leadership qualities he might bring to training sessions and match days. Analysts also conjecture about how quickly he could become a fan favorite, drawing on past examples of players who successfully navigated similar transitions. All these considerations feed into a broader, speculative storyline where the transfer is not simply about footballing ability, but about personality, adaptability, and the capacity to thrive under new pressures, adding layers of drama and intrigue to an already compelling saga. The ripple effects of Pablo Fornals' potential move extend beyond Celtic, as rumors indicate that Real Betis may have to rethink their strategy in the wake of his departure. Discussions suggest that the club might seek a replacement who can replicate Fornals' vision and composure in midfield, prompting speculation about potential targets, tactical adjustments, and the broader impact on team morale. Analysts and fans alike debate whether the club will pursue a high-profile signing, promote from within, or restructure their formation to compensate for the creative void that Fornals' exit could leave. The speculation also touches on how other players might respond psychologically, whether some may be inspired to step up or whether the uncertainty might trigger departures, contract negotiations, or shifts in team dynamics. The narrative paints a picture of a footballing ecosystem in flux, where a single high-profile transfer can create cascading effects, influencing not only results but also fan sentiment, media coverage, and strategic decisions. Rumors suggest that Real Betis management is already contemplating scenarios that could mitigate potential disruption, balancing ambition with pragmatism while navigating the complexities of the transfer market. This adds an additional layer of suspense as observers await confirmation or further developments that could dramatically alter the trajectory of both clubs. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.